Welcome to the Dirty South Grudge, where the fastest car don't always win, but the damn slowest one don't always lose. Somebody, and we mean somebody, is about to get their ass whooped.
Pull out money. I wanna lock it.
Oh, you hating on?
I wanna lock it.
I'm real, Jolly Rancher. I'm real motherfucking killer.
They say them motherfucker.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know, we get started off here. You know, hey, it's been a minute. It's been a goddamn minute. It's been a minute. You know, they know we dysfunctional in here. We dysfunctional in here, boy. Boy, I tell you, boy. Hey, you know, hey, but we're gonna go and get the interview started with one of our own. Aunt Boney, Mr. ABP himself. Come on in here, Boney. Come on with it, lawyer. Come on with it. Yeah, man. Hey, look, sorry about that right there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell truck that was playing. Truck that was playing some goddamn some Chris Brown or someone. I said, what the hell? Hold on. What the hell truck that got going on? But it's, hey, listen, it's, hey, ain't never look. I knew Project Baby was gonna say something. I knew he was gonna say something. But hey, we're gonna get the interview started, Boney. Hey, Boney. Hey, give us just a little background of where you from. And somebody turn the ding on. I don't want to hear nothing in the history. Turn that out right now. Hey, Boney, give us a little background of, where you from and all of that right now. Shit, well, everybody know I'm from Georgia. If you must know the details, right around here, McDonough, Henry County, if you don't know. Born and raised, ain't been nowhere else outside. Well, been everywhere, but ain't lived nowhere. Oh, yeah, Bonnie. Oh, yeah. Hey. I remember the first time when I met you. Well, I said something to you. I spoke to you. And, we was in Edenton. Old Putt. And one of my partners, he was like, yeah, man, that little young guy, man. Hey, he work at Summit. He be building no motors and stuff. I think you had swine flu down there, the photo. You know what I'm saying? The photo. The original swine flu. And he said you worked at Summit. I said, dang. I be messing with you about it every now and then. Like, damn, Bone, you gonna go back to work at Summit anytime soon? But that's just a little inside joke, though. But yeah, Bone, hey, what or who influenced you to get into racing? Well, shoot, I come from a background with all my family, uncles and all that shit, my pops and all them, they race. So, of course, it passed on down to me, and I just took it a little further than they did and wanted to get into the grudge scene and all that. All right, so as a youngster, did you want to be a tuner, a driver, or both? My bad, ain't me. Somebody called me and text me all at the same time. But, to be honest with you, I see more, driving and all that stuff and wanted to have fun there, but I didn't see myself tuning. So like I said, I got with the swine, the big ant. Well, I'll take that back. I got with Big Ant first. If any people don't know, he was the very first person that asked me to help him with the car. And I'm like, shit, I don't even know what I'm doing on my own. I'm blowing my shit up left and right. But you want me to help you with yours? He's like, look like you going fast. I'm like, shit, I tried. Got started there. Then came along the swine, the bread man, the Kemp brothers, all that stuff. They just started growing from there. And I was like, well, shit, let me try it. Champ, all this stuff, freaking out. We just started on our own, ventured out from there. Oh, wow. I didn't know that Big Ant was the first car you tuned. I didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. I was thinking more of swine was the first car. I really didn't know that. Moving right along. Who started ABP? And what's the significance behind it? Well, it was just, at first it was just ant performance, whatever, just bullshit around. Well, really didn't start out that way. Started out at Town Motorsports, behind my dad and all that. Then I ventured out on my own. I don't know if a lot of people know. My buddy nephew from the street, he's street racing. He started calling me Boney. I'm like, the hell that been there? It stuck as Ant Boner Performance. And just kind of went from there, and it took off. And everybody just kept talking about it, and it kept growing and growing on me. And I was like, fuck, I'll rock with it. AVP.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Now, a lot of people may not know this right here, though, but can you tell us about your car, the car that you own?
My car, well, so it started out as a lot of people don't realize I had a Nova back in the day. I had one of those Novas. Got in the 6th grade, my daddy told me, shit, you keep up the work, you'll keep racing. I was racing 7-0 with it. I finally graduated school. So I had a little money. I was going to do what I wanted to do, step it up. Took the car to Race Factory. They were back happy for me and everything. Got it from them. 5 laps. I put the something's head on it to the wall down to Macon. Other reasons, whatever, carry on. That was led into the 50 cal. And that's when it started off with the G-body ratings right there. That's why when I started my own car, I was like, well, shit, I can do this and do that, adding parts, building shit, building that out roll bars, a little bit of bullshit. And a lot of folks don't realize I do have my own car still to this day. It's just sitting up. I ain't got time to do nothing with it. It's called 50 cal. A lot of people don't see it.
Will your fans and your supporters and your team, will they see 50 cal back in action in the future?
Believe it or not, I'm laughing at the message. Believe it or not, you'll see it sooner than what a lot of folks expect. In a way that a lot of folks probably don't expect it to come out.
You know, I'm over here humming because I'm curious on. I think the last time I seen 50 cal was in action was when you ran Chevy's thing at Lassiter Mountain.
I think that was my last Grudge race. And then it ain't been out. It's probably what? I can say 6 years now. My dad had passed away. I tried to take it out to the track, but you know how we built that car together. There were too emotional, so I didn't run it no more. And it's just been sitting ever since.
Oh yeah. That's a big tempo. Now, you know, a lot of y'all didn't ever probably meet Bonnie Daddy, but when you come out talk some jump, good God almighty. Pop will let you have it, boy. Old school style. You know, that's why I was like, dang, you know, you think like, Bonnie, you quiet, but your daddy, he gonna tell you like it is, you know, straight up and down.
Yeah, he was spoken, outspoken, and everything. So him and that freak like that, they always pretty fluent in the game.
Oh yeah, big tempo right there, big tempo. Give me your definition of team.
Man, they can twist in so many ways because I got so many different people on my team, characters that shows me what they go as. I mean, loyalty, trust, honesty. I mean, that trust and honesty can go in the same category. I mean, I want everybody that's on my team, I got a mixture of so many groups. Just be you. You don't have to stand out to me. Just be you and you'll stand out.
Oh yeah, that's a big tempo. You know, you got a lot of, you know, like you just said, you got a lot of different personalities, different people, what they bring to the table and everything. And I will say, if you get out of line with them AVP women, they don't mind. They don't mind turning up.
My biggest thing that, you know, I really like and respect about my team is, my bad, these text messages coming through. Everybody treat everybody like a family over here. Ain't nobody better than nobody when it's time to go.
Oh yeah, that's a big tempo right there, Bone. That's a big tempo right there. Besides racing, week in and weekend out, what's your other passion?
I like to do a lot of shit. Spending time with the family, doing everything else. I'm about to talk about text. How can I block text messages? Because that's just, I can't not laugh at them because I'm looking at the screen. But spending time with the family, everybody know, hey, culinary arts was my thing too, so baking, cooking, which I don't, but here lately, I got so consumed in the racing, I said this year I'm probably take a little time for myself, some weekends I'm not going to go, some weekends everybody going to want to go, it's going to be one of those things, they going to have to respect this year, hey, I got to take a little time for me this year.
Hey man, I'm just on here listening. Oh yeah, Bone, that's a big tempo right there, Bone. That's a big tempo because hey, at the end of the day, I think a lot of us that that be going to different races and going here and going down, like, hey man, I got to take a little time for myself, because at the end of the day, you're in control of your own health and your well-being. But you know what I'm saying, hey, that's some good stuff right now. You know what I'm saying, that's some good stuff right. You're gonna get back into some things that you may not have shown interest in a couple of years because you've been ripping and running racing. Now, this question right here, I'm gonna give you a little feedback on it. This right here coming from being very young in the game, being probably one of the youngest tuners at that time, and a lot of negativity that what the Grudge game produces. Being told you got the slowest Malibu in Grudge racing. You the worst tuner in Grudge racing. You done blew up this motor. You done blew up that motor. How did you overcome the negativity the Grudge game produces?
To be honest with you, that's a question that's still ongoing and growing. Because I still, to this day, I get that. And it's going to be one of those things I had to learn and cope with. That when you're doing you, and you ain't in that box that everybody's trying to put you in, it's always going to be somewhere for negativity to take you down. It's going to be that, hey, you young, I'm this, it's that. I don't match this skin complexion. I don't match that skin complexion. I can never live up. Not to make it about a race thing. It ain't. Not in my book. But you can never live up to the next man. Because nobody never give you the opportunity to get to that platform. They always shut you down early. So I just do what I do best. Hey, the people that want my help, I give them my help. The people that want my help and I can't give them my help because I'm doing something else and they want it right then, I understand they move on. I still try to get back to them. Keep it 100.
Oh, yeah, that's a big tempo. Oh, that's a big tempo right now. That's a big tempo. What's your relationship like with other tuners? Because, a lot of people that on the outside looking in, they think that if you racing that person or you going after these cars in this certain count that you don't that you dislike the tuner, you dislike the racer, etc. So, elaborate on that right now. What's your relationship with other tuners?
Through my eyes, it's great because I feel like at any given time, being any other tuner, Scott, Mike here, Dwayne, whoever's out there, Mo, all of them, we can pick up the phone, we call each other, we can talk. I don't call several of them, ask them questions. I don't see no problem between us, but it may seem like that because we racing, we heated. It's not a problem. At the end of the day, we leave racing on the track. I leave it on the track. But I don't. I can bring. I got some at the house. I'll bring.
Oh, that's a big tempo right there, Bone. I know you're a busy man. I know you took time out your schedule for this interview, so we're gonna move right along. In your racing career, what was your greatest defeat, and what was your greatest victory?
I'm gonna come back there. Hold on. Let me finish what I was saying before I got talking with my guys in the back. What I was saying about the tuners is, before I speed it up, sometimes we have to be careful what we say as tuners because everybody want to take something back to the next man and bash somebody, say, oh, this person said that. Man, we have to walk on eggshells what we do. We all friends at the end of the day, but we can't say nothing like, man, he missed that setup right there. Oh, he swung too much here. Man, they take it as a we bashing the next person. A lot of times they don't be that. Guys just take it back to him the wrong way. What was my biggest defeat and loss? Oh, shit. Hold on. Let me think on that one.
Yeah, I was just gonna just piggyback on what you were saying about bashing. Because a lot of times when something happened to a car, you know, it don't be the tuner fault. It can be electronic. Because I done told you, I had problem with that grid, man. But that grid had me scratching my head. But I like, man, what in the hell going on? But I just said that just for you to elaborate on your greatest defeat and your greatest victory.
Okay. I mean, the greatest victory, man, we don't had a lot of big wins. A lot of big wins. I think one that was well anticipated and was a big win for at the time because of the caliber where the cars were. We was at a good stand, so you know which one it's gonna be. It's gonna have to say that one was Pandora and Brown Sugar. It's always gonna be one that went down in the books because it was a heated battle between us two. My loss, shit. I don't know. What was my biggest loss? That one right there hard to say because I don't know which one I took more personal than anything.
Okay, yeah, I mean, when we talk, I said, hey, I got some questions for you now. You're gonna have to have your thinking cap on. But, we can come back to that. All right. Even though you came in second place for the 2021 Grudge Race of the Year award, what can we expect from ABP in 2022?
Of course, we still gonna do our grind, You have a team, we went hard for that win, and in my book, we champions every day of the week. So we may have lost, but we still gonna do what we do best. That ain't gonna stop us from going out here, grudge and get it on. You can see a little bit more of us in the class side. Yeah, we're gonna do that this year, and just keep on pushing forward, try to better the program.
Now you mean the class side? Can you elaborate just a little bit on that right there for me?
This year, of course, a lot of people seen I said I campaigned for the X275 set up. So as we stepping back into a program this year, I got also 2 new Ultra Street cars coming on board. So, we got the 3X cars, which is Project X, Prodigy, and the yellow Mustang. 2 Ultra Street cars, we'll see when they come in the door, if they come. In the Pro Mod, I can't say yet.
Will you be driving that Pro Mod?
I will. Most definitely I will be driving.
Now, I know there's a question that some people might want to ask. I know you done drove a Pro Mod before. What's the fastest time you ever been in a Pro Mod?
In competition beside somebody was a 73. 373 is the fastest I have been. I went 69 one time, but 73 is the fastest I've been. Consistent 70s.
Can you describe that ride?
From the very first time I drove Pro Mod to the recent last time I drove one, totally different experience. The first car I ever drove was a James Duncan car. It was like a 4-0 Pro Mod back then. I was so nervous in Montgomery. Nephew, if anybody don't know it, tell him. He had to strap me in the damn car. I couldn't even buckle my seatbelt. I was that fucking nervous. And it was a clutch car, so Chris told me, of course, take it to the top side of 60, 100 feet. Well, I did my burnout, backed it out. I was so nervous about stalling it, didn't stall it. But when I went to back up, I did everything, my whole routine. I got to the end of the track, I was like, damn, I'm glad that was over with. He came down and he said, well, shit, I'm glad to see that you can handle it, but I thought you were supposed to go 100 feet. I said, shit, I did. I went to I seen the first cone and clicked it off. First cone I seen was a 8-mile cone. I didn't realize I had made a full damn pull in it.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's you've been a 373. Whew. So, hey, that's fast, that that's rocking and rolling now. You probably don't have time to do that. By the time you do what you gonna do, you already at the finish line. I'm just gonna stick to lawyer, being a lawyer. Driving is not my passion. hey, Bonnie. Now, in a few weeks, you got that badass Sicario going up against that cannibal at Duck's event at the end of the month. How do you feel going into that race?
I feel great going into that race. I feel, 100% confident going into that race. That I got a well piece. We went down a couple weeks ago testing in Florida, and it went well, but always something else, a variable factor. I can punch as many keys as I want. I can put as big a jet as I want. I can make it go any fast as I want. Like I told my driver, you're going to be the determined factor of the race. You got to get me here so I can get you there. If you start the race somewhere close with it, we'll be all right.
Oh yeah, 'cause old Ricky Fox, and team with Dre Gray and the rest of the guys, hey, they coming now. You know what I'm saying? They coming now. And I think that's one race that gonna set the tone for the small block nitrous guys. That race right there. That race right there gonna set the tone for the upcoming year with the no time small block guys. All right, moving right along, Bonnie. What was your most scariest moment in grudge racing, and how did you overcome it?
My most scariest moment in grudge racing or racing?
Racing. Just a racing period.
I would have to say when I wrecked my car. I raked the car, put it on the wall. I didn't know if that bitch was gonna flip or what. All I know, when I hit the wall, the joker jumped up, hit the wall, landed on the side, and it slid all the way down from probably about 200 feet out, all the way down to the 8th mile. It came off and hit it again. I didn't know if it was gonna flip or not. It took me about 8 months before I got back in the car. I wasn't feeling it then.
Oh yeah, so that really shook you up. That really shook you up then.
That did, but I think that was scary. That was probably about the scariest at the time, because wrecking is scary. You don't know. You already see sparks, flames, all kind of shit, glass busting around you. But I can tell you this, I had another scary one. Darlington Pro Mod race, water hose blows off. By the time I reach for the shoe handle, this motherfucker sideways going through the traps. I didn't know if I was gonna roll the bitch, flip it, or do what. That was a scary moment too, till the shoes came out.
I see why you have all your safety equipment on. Can you elaborate this on safety equipment? It don't matter if it, you going down the track in a true street car, or you going down in a pro mod. I know you're gonna do all your equipment. You're gonna have everything on.
Yeah, I try to. And I ain't perfect. I have skipped. I have slipped. I will throw the damn horns to the side in a minute and say, let's go, because I want to feel freed up to be able to run the race. Because with all that gear on, you do feel held back a little bit. But it's absolutely important to put on all your gear. I mean, it's there for a reason, to save you. Anything can happen. I mean, yes, these summer suits are okay because you got one. But get you some layers and put on. I mean, get you at least a 3-layer suit. That'll help you out way better. Get you the proper helmet. Get you the proper gloves. Horns devices, they're expensive, but hey, they save you in the event of a crash. All these loose-ass cars, these loose seatbelts, get you the proper seatbelts in them. A hoop, yeah, hoop is okay. But at least make it a 6-point or a 4-point. That way to brace that hoop. If something would happen, it won't go forward or backwards. I mean, just little shit like that. Yeah, I know this no cage stuff is fun, but it's there for a reason.
Oh yeah, that's a big tempo, Bonnie. Safety is paramount. Safety is paramount. It don't matter if you running a street car, your personal car down the track. Safety. All right, Bonnie. What separates you from any other tuner in racing?
I can't say what separates us. I mean, every little unique thing separates the different tuners. Some tuners may know this, some tuners tune this way. We all kind of probably go back off the basic fundamentals how to do it, but I don't know. I wouldn't say to hell. I don't know. A lot of those guys out there do more shit than I do because they got different clientele. So of course, they see they do different shit, but I guess my clientele says me different. I like the little guys.
Yeah, tempo. That that's what I was trying to get you to say without without me saying it. With the little guys in racing, do you feel like the little guys bring more action than the top dogs in the Grudge game or racing period?
I absolutely do. Because there's a lot of them people don't see, they overshadow. I didn't realize, so stepping back to Edenton a few weeks ago, I went down there, and I ain't been to Edenton, like I said, about 5 to 6 years since the last time me and Freak went down there, we raced Blue. Went down there, and this song going got it on. I was like, wow. And a lot of people didn't even know it. They done ran down this motherfucker for 30, 40,000. And nobody ever see it. The little guys getting it done. But they did it and had fun doing it.
Will you be going back to the little tracks, the whole Barber County, putt, Phoenix City is not a little track, but they do a lot of little guys do go to Phoenix City, So will ABP have a car coming out to to go to these little tracks?
You'll definitely see us on the scene a lot more of the smaller tracks. And you'll see us a lot there. I mean, it was fun. It brought back a lot of memories being there. That's the first track I ever made a pass at, down in Putnam.
Oh yeah. Because the thing about it, a lot of people think, once we as red racers, we get on a certain pedestal, but people put us on pedestal, and the thing is, I'll never forget where I come from. That's one thing that I do want to put out there, that going back to Edenton, going back to your little track, because that's where stars are born. You know what I'm saying? Ed Bonner wouldn't be where he at now if he wasn't started in Putnam.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And everybody along the way that came up with it, some still here, some ain't. But hey, I'm very appreciative of everybody that I've ever graced to touch their corner. I appreciate the opportunity, because guess what? That helped me build my tool, build my brand, everything.
Yeah, that's a big tenfold. That's a big tenfold. Now, back in the day, we were racing, we were street style. Street car or street style. Nowadays, you got, for G-body racing, I'm just speaking strictly on G-body. Now we got limited, middleweight, we got infant, we got junior, we got I'm gonna think of another category that we got out there. Lightweight. Do you think these categories help or hurt the Grudge game?
I'm gonna say one thing. I like a class to be able to make something work and race. And saying this and saying that gonna piss off a lot of folks. Breaking it down with so many classes are spread out, it kind of killed everything. Because it's pretty much, once again, gonna piss somebody else. Let me cater to you. They built these classes to cater. Work on your program and come race like everybody else. And when after the first 8, whatever, how much, $50,000 race, then I seen the turn. I said the class is gone and done. That's why I pulled back from limited, because it was done after that.
Yeah, I know. A couple people. They haven't came out and asked me, about it. But it just like, we have individuals that categorize a car. That, you got to limit it, but how do I got to limit it and I I just really do feel like it was good for the game, but just to piggyback off what you were saying, it kind of spread it out because now everybody want to put a car in a class or a category, what Chick call them, and then when they grow up race a car outside of that, they say, "Hey, hold up, you ran this, so you got to be this." But how can you categorize a person's car and they never been ticked? Some cars are just grudge cars, and you'll never see them in a shootout.
That is true. That is true. Some are just that. But I think when it went away from just the G bodies and keeping them, make it G body racing, you got to be like this. It killed a lot of it because a lot of people can't race, and a lot of the guys that are stepping back in some of the classes, you got somebody else that can step back with them. Or either build another car from that same caliber and still outrun them. So either way you go, if you cover it up, it's gonna be somebody dominate somewhere. So yeah, you keep paired in the class, you gotta keep it a certain way. Some of these cars are limited, some of them may not fit the classes. Well, it's just all of it. It's a lot of shit that can. Yeah, I'm not gonna elaborate on a lot of it.
Oh yeah. I know where you're going with it. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't, because only reason I brought up G body because I know that for a long time, you had a lot of G bodies. You know what I'm saying? And back then it was more street style or street car. You know what I'm saying? And I remember I didn't know you was tuning Big Ant car when he ran. I forgot that car, that Bankhead, that blue Cutlass with the white top from Atlanta. They ran that night down there in Edenton.
Yeah, we ran a lot of people. We did a lot of grudge racing Big Ant car back then. It was top tier. I don't remember when it was gold and white. I was tuning on it then. He was out there twisting the body up, racing a lot of folks. Grudge was good, back then and everything. So, let's say hopefully it can get there. Maybe see the 28 classes come back where it's like outlaw stock suspension, stuff like that. Then you do the 28 extreme. There's a lot of those cars left out there that can still get with it right there.
Oh yeah, I agree. But what do you see different from grudging back then to grudging now? What's the difference you see?
The difference is a lot of motherfuckers not willing to take a gamble. A lot of people not willing to take a gamble. Yeah, that can go both ways. Some people say it. Everybody sit like me. Sometimes it's just close your eyes and motherfucker swing. Stop being so scared. You can beat this man. When you close your eyes and grab him, you never know. He can win, you can win. Any given day, somebody bring the A game, that driver right there, fuck up the whole race.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I remember we was in Macon. It was the Anything on 28, and you had Crack Baby in the Anything on 28. There was a lot of bad calls in there too. Now, a lot of bad calls. But Crack Baby won the Anything on 28. I'm talking about it was some top tier calls in there. But it was just your day, and you pulled off winning that shootout, and you were just really testing.
Hey, that's what I said. If anybody day, you come prepared to outdrive the next person, and he may take that slower car for relax. You hit him hard enough down low, and he don't expect for you to run what you think he can run. Then you win. But hey, it's anybody racing, grudge racing. It's all about taking a chance. If you're scared to lose it, don't chance it.
Especially if you get in a shootout for free. Especially if free, and you're gonna have good prep. You know what I'm saying? Good prep, and you come to test too, free entry. What you got to lose? You ain't got nothing to lose. You got more to gain.
Exactly. But I'm gonna tell you what really did it. Me and Freak, we did a lot of crazy shit, pushing racing and everything. But when I got with that damn Black Death crew, they really pushed it over the edge. They would try some shit, and I was like, man, the car ain't right. And they still would try it. And I was like, damn. Guess I gotta quit being so scared and just fucking trust the two. But, like I said, we always did crazy stuff, but them guys right there, they pushed me in a different way to try different shit.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Lil Buck. Red, and the Black Devil crew. Oh yeah, they would try some. I remember talking to Big Daddy. He was like, shit, Lil Buck gonna go. Shit, you know where Lil Buck from? Shit, Lil Buck gonna go. He gonna go. Most definitely. Hey, hypothetically speaking now, you know what I'm saying? If you had to choose right now, you had to choose between tuning the car or driving the car, which one will it be and why? Ooh, shit. That's a lot of burden right there. So either way, both of them will come with a burden. I think, I don't know. It's hard to answer that question right there. Which one would I rather give up? I'll turn the driver's seat over. I kind of figured that. And that right there gonna lead into my last question. What's the best advice you can give an up-and-coming tuner about the Grudge game? Because you got a lot of young guys that are coming up, you know, that are tuning their own stuff. I know some of the guys from Sparta. You got Kabari with Desert Storm. I know he's an upcoming tuner. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking of one, you know, just out of my head right quick. But what advice can you give them about the Grudge game? That can go a long way. Just pretty much all I can say is stick to the game plan. Do what you know to do. Don't try to do what somebody else is doing. And run your race. You know, right there, if you're tuning on a car for somebody else, don't try to out-tune the next man beside you. Pay attention to your tool that's in front of you. Do what it's telling you to do. Oh, yeah. Hey, that's a big 10-4, Bone. Hey, Bone, that's a big 10-4. Hey, Bone, I appreciate the interview. You know, you said you're going to be, you know, you're going to do some racing this year. And you're going to be doing some other stuff. So, you know, when we lock in, I'm going to step in a red velvet cake. That Hennessy cake I think your sister was telling me about, you know, that you made, or that cookies and cream. So I will be stepping in a cake on our lock-in. I'm just letting you know. So we can make something happen if you win. You know, never thought I might work with forms hand like I did last year. I had to throw that one in there. Oh yeah, hey, look, you know, hey, I'm glad you did, because you know, I ain't asked you about your rivalry and all that, because a lot of people already know that, you know, CP and ABP, they're gonna bring action throughout the year, at the end of the year, at our show, the ABP CP Judgment Day. So you know, hey, Bonnie, there's a lot of cake being baked now. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I just want you to know that some cake being baked now. I think it's gonna be a real good season this year of racing. You got the DVP, you got straight drop, you got SFP, you got ABP, you got the other guys from different Zello that's over here. I know some of the talkback guys over here. You got TMR, that you know, that wild guy named Jamie. So hey, I think it'll be a real good racing season. You know, hey, again, appreciate the interview today. You answered a lot of the questions, you know, but going back on one of the questions, what was your greatest defeat? My greatest defeat, which I'm going to have to go back to and say, because we always were there as a team, and I feel like that was the start of the letdown. We didn't travel to Maryland to stand behind Chick when he raced for the Grudge Inc. belt, when he raced the Dirty Boys. I think that was my biggest defeat and letdown to myself. Because we had did so much in between there with Jolly Rancher, but we did not go to support him. Oh yeah, man. Hey, I think to this day, man, Scott, like, man, that goddamn Chick had us travel all the way out there to run for that belt. I said, boy, hey, track was good. Track real good. And we had problems. And we were just gonna gamble, boy. I remember just like it was yesterday, boy. I said, boy, we went out there and stood the car up, man. I'm talking about stood it up. Chick went straight down every time. I said, God damn, we went there and made one shake. So I'm gonna came up in the house. Scott made a couple of jet man. He said, hey, you know, I feel good. Hey, it is what it is. You know, hey, shit, we done traveled up here. Shit, we ain't come out here to pay no park out, man. We came to raise. So, you know, we did our thing, you know, victorious. And I'm glad you brought that race there up. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you came back with with an answer for that question. So all questions are answered, man. Hey, big shouts out to you. You know what I'm saying? Even though you came in second place in Grudge Race of the Year, you know, I think a lot of people seen what ABP capable of in the Grudge game, in the racing scene. I mean, in racing just general. Hey, keep doing your thing. You know, hey, so we got a great relationship, friendship that a lot of people may not know. But, you know, hey, keep doing your thing, man. You got a good team behind you, you know. Hey, 2022 is here. You're going in the battle in a couple more weeks. Hey, good luck to you.
Shit, I appreciate it. And I got a few texts, you know, stay on the line to ask some questions outward. So I'm going to stay on for a little while. I can answer them to the best or whatever. I know y'all probably going to ask a question like Tarnell.
Come on with it, Boney. Fuck that. Fuck that, Boney. Give me a motherfucking answer to that question. Come on with it, Lane. Come on with it. I knew you were gonna hit the butt.
Come on with it, Drew. I'm ready. Come on with it.
Now I got a question. I've been out here telling you that's why I couldn't do it. I had something to do right when you started it. But I just want to know this. Every time you run Trigger Man, how does it make you feel? Every time you go run Trigger Man, how's it gonna make you feel?
Well, with that being said, me and Jake, I don't think we've raced yet in a while. But I to recap on them, but I took that Keisha and I beat the shit out of him every time we staged up. But so with that being said, when we do race this time, I'm gonna try to tear his goddamn grill out.
Okay. Let me ask you this, goddammit. Not to get into your personal affair. But how many motherfucking camp trying to merge with you and be affiliates now? If we gonna get back to this standalone, I just want to know how many motherfuckers similar with ABP. Is there any slash?
I don't know if it was my phone or your phone, but I missed that whole last part, Lane. I missed right when you said AB and the phone went out.
Hey, Boney, we keep it tab. Close tab this year, because I got to keep up with races. I'm keeping up with my ABP. I'm keeping up with my ABP record. I'm keeping up with my DBP record, my SFP. I'm keeping all records of when we engage all year. I'm keeping record.
No doubt, most definitely got to keep the record up. You know, like we said, you got to keep that. We've been doing it. And we're going to clear the air this time. Punk outs do not count. When we got them, get them beans and go down through that. That's when we count it. As a win and a loss.
All right, that's a big 10-4. That's a big 10-4.
So punk outs don't count. Damn it. It's questions only, sir. You ain't got no question, don't hit the goddamn button.